and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you and your loved ones are safe, healthy, and doing well during this time. If you're new to my channel, my name is Emily, and I love to make videos with fashion, jewelry, lifestyle, and anything magical. In today's video, I'm actually really excited because this was a requested video, and actually a video I've been planning to film for quite a while, but just never got around to doing it. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a review and overview of the Pandora sliding bracelet. I have a couple right here to show you. This was a requested video and one that I've actually been meaning to make. I got my first Pandora sliding bracelet, which was this one right over here. Oops, there's two on there. This one right here, over 2 years ago. And one of the reasons why I've been kind of postponing filming this was that I wanted to give this a proper wear test, but also styling it and just seeing how much I absolutely loved it. So considering that I started off with one and now I have 3 other styles, I think it's needless to say that I actually do really love wearing one and styling with it. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the pros, the cons, things to be mindful of, ways I like to style it, and just again, a brief overview of the actual bracelet itself and kind of how things work on it. So if you'd like to hear more about the Pandora sliding bracelet, make sure to grab a cup of tea. And my tea's actually, it's right here. Whoops, and I'm spilling it, oh dear. But it's in my Mickey Mouse mug, and I'm actually having, if you can kind of see it there, this is the Unicorn Dream Tea from DAVIDsTEA. It actually glitters, it's so magical. It's a very fruity, tangy, citrusy, herbal tea, and it's, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I definitely recommend it if you're looking for kind of like a nice, fun, caffeine-free tea. Anyway, you guys, let's get started in the video. To start off with, I'm gonna share my pros and cons of the Pandora slider bracelet. The first pro that I have to share with you is that it is super fast and efficient to design with. You can create and style charms on very quickly because there is no threading stations on it. A con with this Pandora bracelet though is that since it doesn't have little threading systems in place, you do need to have some type of silicone clip or stopper on it to prevent the charms from falling off once you take the bracelet off. Pro, this bracelet is very stackable. It is beautiful to arrange with a Pandora bracelet stack, but it also is very delicate and beautiful to wear on its own as well. So it is a very versatile bracelet. Con, since this bracelet is more dainty and delicate, it is also one that you do need to give a little bit of TLC to. It is one that you have to be mindful of when you're wearing it. You want to make sure that the little strand detail part does not get caught on things. You also have to be a little bit more careful and thoughtful with how you put this bracelet on and how you take it off. So I am going to be going over those things in a little while with my personal tips on how to keep this lasting a long lifetime so that you can wear it and enjoy it. Because it is a more delicate and dainty bracelet, I do know people in the community who have had issues with certain parts of the bracelet breaking or wearing down faster. So that is something to keep in mind, and I am going to be sharing my personal tips and recommendations to avoid this happening to your Pandora sliding bracelet. A pro and a con with this bracelet is that it is one size fits all. And this can be a pro because if you're giving this bracelet as a gift, you do not need to worry about finding the perfect bracelet size for the one you're getting the bracelet for. It's a one size fits all, so it's a great option to give as a gift to a loved one if you don't know what size they are. So I love that about it. It's also very comfortable because you can kind of adjust the bracelet throughout the day. So maybe you put it on a little bit tighter in the morning, but throughout the day it just feels like it's a little too much, a little too tight. You can adjust it. So that's one really lovely benefit about this bracelet. It's very flexible, it's very comfortable. The con with it being one size fits all though is not necessarily you're always going to get as much of a dangle effect. So depending on your wrist measurement, you might have a much larger amount of dangle going down your wrist like me, or you might have a little less of a dangle effect. So that is a con with the bracelet. Now I'm going to zoom you guys in and take a closer look at the different features of the Pandora bracelet and also go into more details about the pros and cons I just shared with you so you can see it up close and personal. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've zoomed you guys in on a little look at my Pandora sliding bracelets. I have 4 different types of slider bracelets from Pandora. This was my first one, which was their leather style bracelet. It's a tan brown color, and it does come with the traditional sliding bracelet detail, which is just this little round ball that is the slider part, and that goes up and down over the bracelet. They have since come out actually with quite a few beautiful styles with very beautiful little sliders. I have this one that has this beautiful twinkling star. They've also done a heart detail and a couple other styles, which I personally love. I think it's so beautiful. Now the end of the sliding bracelet on this one has these delicate, dainty little stars, which are, they're so pretty, they're so magical. I just love how they look. But the more classic style has these little round balls, as I would call them, and they have cubic zirconias in right at the bottom. They're just kind of hiding there, and they add the littlest touch of sparkle to an outfit. This sliding detail is very delicate on the wrist, but as you can see, the length, hopefully you can see that in the camera, of this will depend on your wrist measurement and your bracelet size. So I have quite a bit of length. My wrist is about 14.5 centimeters around. So I wear usually about a 17 centimeter Pandora bracelet. And this bracelet, it only comes in one size. So it's a size 28 centimeter. And this allows it to be adjustable. So it is on a threadless snake chain. So there's no threading stations on here. They're those traditional areas where you would actually go in here and you would kind of turn and thread your charm onto the bracelet. So this has none of those on here. It doesn't even have it on the section where you would go and slide your charms onto. So that can be a pro and a con depending on how you look at it. So for instance, let me just show you in here. This is your Pandora snake chain bracelet, which is here. And you can put on your own stationary clips, of course. So I do have the silicone stopper style type clip from Pandora on this particular sliding bracelet. And as you can see, your charms can just slide off. Now, that is why it's so important that when you connect your sliding bracelet, and I'll show you how to do this in a minute, that it is on very securely. I have had it happen on this bracelet actually, where this has come off, and I was so lucky that I did put on some silicone stopper clips on here, or I would have lost my charms. And I also recommend not putting on too many charms on this bracelet either. It is naturally a very delicate style bracelet, and I say that because if you see here, this little chain, snake chain detail here for the little slider part, it is very delicate. This can break more easily than this part, and it is something to you want to make sure that you're treating it with care. So it is something that if you like to put on your jewelry and forget that you're wearing it and not have to worry about it, this might not be the best bracelet for you, because you have to be very thoughtful with how you put it on, and you also want to just be careful that it's not getting caught on too many things. So this is an up close look at the more classic style of Pandora sliding bracelet. So you do have the snake chain, as I mentioned. You have the little barrel closures, which are right here. And then this is the slider part of the bracelet. That is in fact your actual slider. And this is the little area where it slides up and down to accommodate your wrist measurement size. Now on here we have a really interesting system kind of done to connect the bracelet and to put your charms on. So both of these barrel clasp details, or you could kind of call them closures, open on both sides. So you can see here this side opens, and then if you go on over to this side will also come off too. So it does give you the option to put on your Pandora charms from either side, which is also very nice and fun for design purposes. So on the Pandora sliding bracelet, there is a little kind of lever-like detail. So when you go to push down on it or let go of it, so you apply a little bit of pressure, this opens up and it lets it release. So this will come right off. When you let go of it, it will connect onto the actual bracelet itself, because this can come undone if you don't have it fully connected. So what you want to do is you want to hold on to the little lever and push it as far in as it will go until you hear, it's like a little click. And as soon as you hear that sound, you know you have it in the right place. So that is my biggest tip with this. You really want to make sure it's nice and secure on the Pandora bracelet. So with your Pandora sliding bracelet, I'm going to show you one of the best ways to put this bracelet on. And this I actually learned from my friend Daily Charm Addict. Her name is Angie. She actually has her own YouTube channel, so if you guys would like to see it. Now, her Pandora associate told her that the best way to put it on is not to actually use the slider detail, to see this as more of a decorative piece on the bracelet, and in fact, use the actual little clasp sections of the bracelet to put it on. So what would be recommended is to gently slide this open and roughly estimate where you would like this to go and kind of fit on your bracelet. I tend to like to have my slider going around on this part. So very gently pull on the bracelet here to roughly the place you think is a good estimate for your wrist measurement. So that will be quite a snug fit. Then go to the little clasp station, push down, and there's like a little section here. It's just the right size to like kind of push your nail into. Gently pull on that and release the bracelet. And I'm gonna put that on my wrist like so. Now, as you can see, it almost has, let me see if that's gonna focus for you guys, this little kind of nail-like detail. That is what it's going to go on to. So you're gonna kind of do it like how you would put on a normal kind of Pandora bracelet, except for the closure is different. So you're gonna push down on that little lever again, and you really wanna make sure you push it in to hear that little snap. So once it's there, you're good. And that basically is one of the safest ways to put on your Pandora sliding bracelet. You can go and pull it very gently on here, but it is best just to kind of leave this as a decorative piece, because as you can see, the chain is so dainty. Over time, this will get more wear. So you kind of want to reduce the use of this part as much as you can and just focus on using the little closure here. So that's basically the sliding bracelet on. And like I mentioned, I actually love, love, love to stack with this. I think it looks beautiful when you stack it with a couple of different bracelets. I have another sliding bracelet here that my friend My Expressions Jandra actually got me for a Christmas present. And this is a slider bracelet, but it doesn't actually have the closure. You in fact have to just use the slider bracelet. So I'm always very careful when using this. But again, I just love stacking with these. Like this is my little Mickey fun little Pandora bracelet I'm wearing today. And I go ahead and I hold the two, like this area, hopefully you guys can see, like that. And I just gently, very carefully pull down on the sliding part there. Now to take it off, I would recommend doing the exact same thing, where you're going to go back to the little closure, little clasp area. You're gonna gently press on the section, which is right here, and you're just gonna release it. And that is the safest way to use this, and probably one of the best ways, because then this part of the bracelet is not getting as much wear on it. It is a very dainty style, which is why you want to just be a little bit more thoughtful and careful when using it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing an overview and review of the Pandora sliding bracelet. I'd love to know your thoughts on this bracelet. Is this one that you would recommend to your fellow Pandora collectors? Is it one that you own in your collection and that you wear? Or is it one that you're a little bit more hesitant about? Please let me know down below in the comment section. Anyway, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.